for the match. Starting off with that Taskmaster versus Vergil matchup. I'm honestly not too familiar with how this goes at the 99-second mark. I imagine it's Shield Skills 99-second versus Helmbreaker 99-second, but have to deal with that 50-50 teleport. The Disruptor can outspeed both assists, but let's get into it. Off at the start, throw tech happens. Taskmaster gets the OTG with the Sentinel drones pickup. Does connect, and this should be a dead Vergil if everything looks good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to build up that meter. No death just yet. It takes a little while here, though. I mean, I feel like off of that throw, it's a little bit hard to get that kill unless you are airtight with it. Oh, here we go. Just a meaty in the air-to-air here. CWill was not ready. I think he was expecting something a little trickier.
I've got Stingmaster going into, got the third bar as well, so we're going to see the angled Legion arrows to make sure that we can go into the Photon Array. They don't get stuck to the ground, you can do a vertical. And then Plasma Storm to finish it off, Sentinel going, and then Raw Tag back into Taskmaster with an awkward order, Magneto getting the throw.
Oh, wasn't fast enough to get there on time. Doesn't matter though, standing lights, anti-air. We're going to get rid of at least one. All right, but we got Sentinel coming out. Hard drive is always an option here, and he takes that option. Good block here from CWill. I think Ronan was afraid of the throw after the bush blocks. Oh no, that's what you get for opening your mouth.
All right, Magneto running out of X Factor. Dooms is tapering off. Manages to get the jab, but unfortunately too far out to be able to get the same medium confirmed. And then the butter gun accidentally from Ronan's side. This is huge for CWill.
All right, all he's got to do is finish this BMB here, and he's won this game with a comeback from Magneto. Damn, Ronan's not going to be happy about that one. I'm honestly kind of disappointed in my son. I put him up for adoption.
CWill looking large right as Nolber shows up, head of Net Battle. Shout out to Net Battles. Spiral Sword set up with Vergil. Taskmaster gets in the business right now on defense.
Normally these shield skills and the arrows would be a little bit dangerous, but you usually have drones, but even drones doesn't matter when you're going up against Vergil point. All right, the drop here saves, but the Homebreaker hits again. No confirm, luckily for Ronan.
Might have been a missed throw attempt with that mighty swing there. Gives Vergil the space necessary to set up the Spiral Swords, going into the down Legion arrow, get Taskmaster out, recover that red light, but Dr. Doom actually gets beat out with the Photon Array.
Yeah, should have gone for Spear Flame there to protect yourself. I think he forgot that swords were still active. Now he's losing meter, he's losing health. It's not a good day.
Snapping in the Sentinel right now. Not going to see a hard drive coming out. Trying to stay patient, and that's the very tip of the S on the confirm out the crouching medium.
I can't believe that crouching medium reached. I mean, as a Sentinel player, even... Oh, there we go. The chip out. More than enough there. All right, meaty not going to work this time. We get the air throw instead.
Love that confirm every time I see it with the plasma beam. Taskmaster getting the confirm here. Going into the reset. Covers the forward tech. Give me massive damage on Wesker here. Should be able to clean up the kill with the, should be the second one.
That's all right. 1 bar, 2 bar. Spend what you got. You got X Factor. Only one opponent left. But remember, Magneto came back on the whole team last time. Not this time though. Catches him. I don't even think he caught him with the over here. I think it was the arrows that hit first, right?
It was the arrow that trailed him to the ground, and then he managed to catch him with the low because CWill was caught up back. So.
Oh man. All right, tied up here at 1-1. CWill starting with the tricky stuff though, using the beam assist well to cover himself, dashing under. I don't think he does enough damage here, right? Does he get first kill?
He might be able to get the third bar necessary, so especially after the second rep of Spiral Swords, just got to make sure we finish the combo.
Man, this stuff is cheap. All right, how does he get this last bit of meter here? There it is.
And gets the third one. This is going to be big. Just needs to be able to finish it. Gets the side switch for the round trip, keeping it mid-screen. And the crouching medium does it. Dead Taskmaster at 1.1 mil health. Oh, but he was in stinger recovery. Oh, it actually ended up hitting Magneto with the foot dive. Vergil staying safe, getting out of the corner.
Yeah, Vergil's going to have to be real careful here, doing any block strings super close to Dr. Doom. You already know, if you're smart, you're going to X-Factor and throw him first chance you get.
Not able to confirm off of that. That was a little too low outside of the air dash threshold. Raw S!
Oh my God. nobody would have expected Raw S in that situation. Now it results in this happy birthday. You got to be prepared for anything.
Going into maximum Wesker here, the Phantom Dance is going to be a lot of damage. Shockwave should be able to pick up the kill, but he's going to stay safe.
I don't think Shock would have finished there in that position, potentially. Oh my God, what a Buttergun confirmed. Is he not? Oh, he's not going to be able to catch him.
Photon Array trying to get that chip damage onto Wesker, catch Wesker. Tristan goes into the Phantom Dance, going to be able to Photon Array. This might be a trade. Oh, going into the Spiral Swords, that's going to be a punish.
Oh no, he dashed up forward and actually got hit through the sword. Doesn't matter though, Vergil able to clean up all the mess here. Ronan looking to be eliminated. We did start with losers here, so this is losers top 32 right now.
Maybe the demise for Ronan Healy. Monix ended up knocking him to losers, so it might be double elimination from the Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest got it like that.
Midwest.
Oh no, but he got messed up by the tech there. Disruptor actually caught him on the mix.
Always got to be ready for that tech forward beam call on ground tech.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is he tried to dash back to cover the tech, but he still tech past him.
Might be a little too far for that Spiral Swords. Yep, ends up back-teching out. And we're going to see a Legion Arrow DHC into Photon Array. Get Taskmaster out there. Deal about 400K.
Yeah, that's a very lucky break there for Ronan. All right, I think Doom is actually the better matchup here going against Vergil for at least Ronan. I don't think on paper, but Ronan's having better success with it. Unfortunately, not against Wesker though. We're bringing in the robot here. Able to get away full screen. Wesker not really able to catch. Oh, CWill not letting go. Yeah, relentless with the buttons there, but unfortunately misses the OPG and the super, and that's going to give Ronan another chance here.
Actually won't be a punish, but we're going to get Taskmaster back in while Sentinel's recovering red health. Taking turns right now. Everybody's bleeding. Big hit on Sentinel. Manages to kill him. Taskmaster gets an X-Factor canceled to possibly kill Wesker.
Yeah, he's definitely going to kill Wesker here, but now CWill's going to have Vergil and Magneto coming out with very little health. That all works out. Oh no, but he ended up block string and launcher with Taskmaster.
Had the confidence in his full chest with that. Was expecting to cross up, didn't get the hit.
Right,
Dr. Doom, no X-Factor.
One last chance here. Helmbreaker hits. He's not able to pick up though, and that's going to be over. CWill able to. Yeah, some buff named Mothman. I don't really know.
May possibly see him later, but right now we are seeing iDom and Luigi. Let's get it underway. See how Zero is going to try to contain Dante at the start.
iDom already started off strong, being on the other side. Luigi, though, seems to be aware of assist calls there, at least noted by the early 99 seconds. What a block there.
Currently in the corner, gets hit by the Buster, and that's going to be a confirm from Luigi's side. Massive damage here. Should be able to do it with just the one bar, as long as we finish these light boots.
Yeah, Luigi's out here trying to shut up everybody that told him to see him offline. You know what I mean? Oh no, these offline loops though.
Oh, off the ground, Bout's going to get the Chaotic Flame into the Happy Birthday. Not going to burn the X-Factor there, excuse me. And manages to get the Flame Carpet. That's going to be it. We're going to see SpaghettiOs out of Zero.
You know, that is an unfortunate turn of events there for Luigi, just with Akuma left.
No super jump confirmed. Like iDom was hoping going to be an air throw punish on Luigi, but unfortunately drops it.
Luigi definitely seems to know what he's doing here, but we've had some unfortunate combo drops. I don't know if it's the nerves or just being used to it.
I don't believe we saw Luigi on the main stage yesterday, so that could be a potential.
Yeah, a lot of times that's the hardest part, right? When you're transitioning from online to offline tournaments, is the nerves. Unfortunately, Luigi's all out of X-Factor here.
Raw S is actually safe, -1. Gonna be able to get the punish, but won't be able to kill off Dr. Strange. Still has level 2 X-Factor left. Hopefully didn't cross himself up, but he did. As iDom takes the first game.
iDom, your hand's getting cold, brother. You want me to hold him? All right. Like I said, Luigi, I felt like was ahead a lot of that game. Just crucial drops there. Doesn't matter though. Dante drops the hammer on him.
Be careful to respect that. Drops from iDom as well. Maybe the hands aren't warmed up as they should be.
Oh my God, Zero so cheap. How did he sneak under those bolts the entire way?
Not only can Zero stand under the bolts, he can fire hot on Gekis and Buster. Buster completely nullifies both of all. Like, he can do everything under the sun as long as he doesn't press launcher.
Luigi sacrificed a little bit of Joe's health bar there. Just a hard tag him in. I'm not sure what the benefit here is, though. I feel like Boomerang's kind of loose to Dormammu.
Yeah, this is not a very good matchup for Viewtiful Joe. Trying to get that pressure right now, but Dormammu's able to clear the space with ease as long as he's aware of that jump S.
That really sucks when you're a zoner and you get beat by a better zoner. It's like, damn, this is my whole game plan.
Trying to wall him in with those boomerangs. Dormammu teleports at just the right time, gets out of the corner, puts himself in the other corner, building up these spells. Gets hit by red hot kick, but no confirm. Oh, beautiful dodge through the pillar. We're going to see Big Six, and that's actually going to beat out the stalking player and eliminate it.
Man, Luigi really showing off the brains right now, making all kinds of smart plays.
Beautiful dodge into the Mox beat. That's going to be a punish. Trying to get that crouching light onto Viewtiful Joe's feet, and that's not going to be it. Zero comes back in with the Sagenbu still active.
Yeah, I mean, Luigi's really flexing on us right now, making every kind of amazing decision. The only thing we're struggling here is the combo drop once again.
Well, the Skydance actually gives him in the ground bounce, so he's able to get the bar necessary as Devil Trigger runs out. Zero is going to go down.
I'm really impressed by the amount of blocks Luigi's got, man. He's got 99 on those blocks.
Fortunately, ate another hammer. This is going to be it for Viewtiful Joe. Let's see if Akuma can make the comeback this time. Manages to block the Acid Rain. X Factor is to stay safe, but unfortunately, the overhead no confirm off the Bolt of Alphac.
iDom's got to be careful here. One more fireball, and that's it.
Oh, the fireball with trades with the Killer Bee. X Factor runs out for Akuma's side, tries to get the spell of Ashani, and actually ends up using the bar as he loses to an S. Unfortunately, the sweep pushes Akuma just out of range. No bar to pick up off that air throw for Dr. Strange.
I think iDom's really struggling here against the dime kick from Akuma because he keeps pressing right afterwards. If this was Street Fighter, maybe that would have worked out.
Gotta be careful with those daggers that knock at super jump height when you don't have access to the spell of Ashani. But iDom comes down safely, takes second game, and ends up on match point.
Yeah, once again, I'm telling you, I'm so impressed by Luigi's decision making. You know, he's making all the right choices. He's got advanced level gameplay. It's really just the combo drops that have been holding him back. I mean, everybody drops combos, but man, we've seen a lot of them this time.
Yeah, the Dr. Strange, unfortunately, is just falling out of things. He falls fast, so you got to be ready for that. And Zero gets hit on Wake Up, trying to forward tech past the Bolt. Dante's going to be able to get a clean kill off of this, and this is going to be a stalking flare setup. Just not going to be ideal.
Yeah, the mix-up's definitely going to be tough here. Joe definitely has some extra jumps, though.
Setting up 2 red, 1 blue. That's going to be the Eruption. There it is.
It doesn't matter, though. Never leaves the corner here.
Oni's falls, so we get the Flame Carpet Juggles.
I don't know if iDom remember that or not, or if that just happened. He threw one boomerang and fire and brimstone rained down.
That's going to be massive damage on both characters. He can X Factor kill.
He's at least going to get Dr. Strange here. If he DACs, maybe he gets one more, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
That was so much damage he's had. 1 pixel. Dormammu trying to stay safe, but ends up eating the uppercut.
All right, we might actually get to see Joe execute his game plan here, though. He's still trying to go in. I like an aggressive Joe. Use the boomerangs to get in instead of just keep your opponent out. Oh, my God. Maybe I don't like an aggressive Joe.
That jump S is good, but it's not good enough against a hammer.
Damn, iDom just walking up to Akuma said, do something. Oh no, that's gonna be it for Luigi here. iDom's gonna be able to take this one. All close games though.
My good buddies Dual Kevin, of course, and Wedge also being a very strong collaborator with Kevin, so we're going to see quite a matchup on our hands here.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Already starting off, you see Wedge, you can see the matchup knowledge immediately. As soon as he goes for the ninja tools, Joey expertly places himself in the perfect position to be able to get the punish straight afterwards.
Yeah, that ninja gift is mostly safe in recovery, but have to deal with the left-right mix-up there. Joey got the cross-up pizza cutter, going straight into the lightning loops, and you know if Joey's on top of his game, he is not going to drop these.
Okay, Block gets you some room, high-low, nice defense.
Oh, and that medium teleport went the full distance, barely crossed up at the end of it as the Rapid Slash got the pickup. Helmbreaker punished, though, as Zero drops the combo.
That's straight into the Devil Must Die, so plenty of time to get another pickup here. Is he going to build the bar for the next meter, though, is the big question. Does have Strider assist still as well.
Yeah, for sure. Dante will barely build the bar that's necessary. If there's one thing that Dante is good at, it's building meter.
Right, next mix-up coming through. Dr. Doom tries to get away, but Strider and Dante, best friends forever. Unfortunately, can't quite confirm the hit, but this one, a little more manageable. Probably going to spend the X.
Yes. That or snap in Vergil, as we are going to barely build the bar necessary. We are going to see the $1 million here, so we should see an X.
All right, I mean, this is just you betting it all on your incoming, but no, a dropped combo, swords to come out.
Spiral Swords have to guess at the moment. Here come the hidden missiles on the way down. Round trip set up. Another set of Spiral Swords. Comes out with the button, though. Going to fall right into the swords. Won't be able to get the pickup. Didn't go high enough for that Helmbreaker.
Yeah, definitely an awkward angle. Paul has to pop the X-Factor. We're scared of the hammer. Continues to chuck these round trips. And Wedge, 10 Marvel seconds of just floating in the air, trying to get away.
Strider's going to have to get at least 3 or 4 hits for this. Going to see the Devil Trigger come out of Vergil as the level 2 X Factor is dwindling at this moment. Strider on his best with the block. Gets the punish on the round trip as he's caught in the startup.
Yeah, not building meter during this combo as well. Not going to be able to get the kill, but gets the reset. Should be able to build the 3 bars.
Might see a Ragnarok here to try to finish off Vergil. Actually just going to go into the Ouroboros. Not going to take the risk to drop the combo, and it's going to be a quick kill against Vergil, expecting the immediate cross-up. Here come the Bird Bombs. Doom's worst enemy as the Excalibur hits the punish on the with sweep, and that's not going to be enough meter, so he's going to need 1 more hit because Strider's damage is so bad. But the Bird Bomb as he sticks out the button.
What else do you expect from a 9-1 matchup? Listen, Bird Bomb, it just covers everything. Really, really good, though. What a way to stay stable in a spot like that, especially no X Factor. No X Factor Strider is the most impressive thing you can see from these players when they're committed to the ninja.
Oh, and the ninja gift was coming down. Deadpool thought he was safe with the S, but Zero has the best anti-airs in the game. As we see the conversion into the lightning loops here, this is only going to take 1 bar, and it's on the easy side, so Joey will definitely not drop this.
Ooh.
Just enough. 470k is typically what you get out of those lightning loops, the damage of a level 3. As we see the cross-up, and Wedge expects the Buster teleport, but he stays same side, Joey gets the hit.
And that's another one of those things that we say, an underutilized normal for sure. One of his best. Standing light from Zero was the tool to be able to make that just quick enough to be able to have that range and get there. You don't see it often because generally they're charging Buster with light, but that standing light is an incredible utility knife for sure.
Strider getting out with that medium Excalibur, tries to get the punish on the air throw, comes down with the light heavy. Level 3 X Factor is in business for Strider, and while he gets the quick kill on Zero, as long as he can get the hit immediately on Doom, he should have enough X Factor to ride it out for the rest of the match to make this comeback.
That was an incredible block on that cross underneath with the heavy.
Getting Doom out right now, setting up the Spiral Swords. That's what this shell does. Gets the missile set up, round trip. Already has the other bar for another Spiral Swords, but Ouroboros comes out. I'm not sure on this interaction.
Oh, I think it is a little more even, but because of that X Factor, just Joey has the edge. Makes it 1-1. It says, hey, whatever.
Joey with a fierce retort after that Strider comeback wasn't able to make it this time. See if Wedge can make the adjustment, see if Deadpool can get some damage going. There it is with the mix-up. The Vajra comes down. Deadpool stays in front, gets the hit. Big damage on Zero. Should be able to have just enough meter to be able to kill Zero with these 2 bars.
Yeah, and I'm glad you pointed that out. This is the first time we're really getting to see Deadpool get activated. He's been clipped for Ninja Tools to some degree every single game so far. The first time to get to see Mr. Wade actually do something.
Comes out with the bolo, expecting Doom to try to escape that block stun. Gets hit by the Vajra. And, oh, drops the combo, though. Staggered a little too much. The HSD can get a little finicky off of a Vajra OTG pickup.
Especially when you led with heavy guns as well. That's a lot of hits to be able to go through. But Super drops actually too late.
Goes into the double jump, gets hit by the Helmbreaker, not able to convert. Jody was anticipating the hard knockdown. Goes into the double trigger here. Pops right over into the corner, setting up those missiles. Once again, nice jam session call. Deadpool's able to use that to get some breathing room. Here comes the happy trigger. It's going to be big damage. We're going to see an X Factor here go into the quick work, get the confirm.
Definitely the correct call. You can't sleep on Joey's Doom, but Vergil is the issue for sure in this matchup. So set yourself up for a very favorable situation. Deadpool already a rough matchup with two of the worst assists for Doom to have to fight.
And to start with what the Midwest calls the situation, the Deadpool jam session on incoming, sets up the grenade, bounces out of the corner, tries to go for the instant overhead. Joey has enough discipline to block that as he creates the space.
Yeah, super good block on the fuzzy, spending some meter. Fortunately out of bar now, but did get the corner situation, but Vajra trade still.
And nice confirm with the X Factor, gets the hard kick with just the tip. Dante comes in, tries to throw the double jump. Wedge is ready for it, gets the Hellbreaker though.
Oh, and Joey, hands in the air. He saw it. I mean, it was expecting to have enough throw range there. Just a little unfortunate on the spacing. Gets Buttergun.
And just enough meter to get the Devil Must Die. Dante closes it out, going up onto match point. And Wedge is having a good time. And Joey's just upset with himself, it looks like, at the moment.
Yeah, again, it looked like it was going to be within the throw range. Had the right read, but was just slightly misspaced. Okay. Good evasion so far, trying to stay away from everything that he can, using that jam session to his best effect. Teleports to get away from the missiles, but too far for the Katanarama.
Unfortunate backdash there, but we are going to see some bullets come out. We're not going to be popping the X Factor here, saving it just for Vergil, that special somebody, as Zero gets a hit into an air throw on the hit missiles, but unfortunately was not able to pick up. Nice jab, manages to hit Vergil as he crosses to the other side before Rapid Slash becomes active.
How did he fall into that? Still okay though, Bolo. 2 meters, gonna go for the snap. I actually like this a lot. And again, as you said, the situation.
Everyone from the Midwest hates it so much, and like for good reason. You don't know what side he's going to be hitting on, and the Deadpool player doesn't know what side he's going to be hitting on.
It's taken a lot of y'all's lunch money in this region for a long time.
Zero coming out, Buster comes down, trying to charge it back up. Red light needs stop, but it's currently green as Deadpool lays the pineapple on the ground.
Dude, a miracle required here for the Dr. Doom. Gets the butter gun, but Vajra covers the assist.
Once again, trying to bait a button out. Dr. Doom is going to be whittling all this meter away, but this is going to be a punish. Tries to go for the happy trigger to get out ahead of the situation. Raw S off the jam session, though.
And I know that execution error so well. As he super jumps, he just accidentally rolled the stick. That's so unfortunate because he was looking for rising jump medium. And now getting walled out again by the assist. Jabs him in the feet on the normal jump. The anti-air and Wedge moving forward in the winner's side.
Yep, and that moves him to top 6.
But getting that real estate is huge.
Right. And the goofy foot often stuffs a lot of Magneto's approaches. I mean, it beats every single one of Spencer's buttons. So it's definitely one of the best anti-airs for such a tiny critter like Spider-Man. But here we go, white on white, in the snow.
Ooh.
Everyone's wearing their camo.
Trying to sneak in with the low, not quite going to be able to find it. You can see already, like you said, trying to stay grounded, but between the drones, sneaks his way in to get that throw.
Get the throw. There's going to be some massive damage here. We'll be able to kill. Spider-Man only having 900,000 health, but we are going to go into the up TAC to save the meter for that Dante Hawkeye shell.
Absolutely. Having that bar is so crucial, especially with the way that Ray plays it. But he's just going to cut it short, just going to go for the level 3 early, which I generally agree with. Don't push your combo farther than it needs to go.
Right, Dante coming in. It's going to be the left-right mix-up with just enough space off of the gravity squeeze. Trying to get the reverb shock into the fireworks. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it, but manages to get the space necessary as Magneto tries to find another opportunity to call the drones.
Blocks the hysterics, tries to get away a little bit. Hammer on the other side, good idea. It's just going to commit to the $1 million. Can't get the lockdown, though, so has to go for the DHC.
All right, gets the triple piercing right now. Hawkeye is in the building. Magneto does have a little bit of an issue with this, but RayRay has plenty of experience. But we're going to have to see it out of Dr. Doom now.
Yeah, Doom's coming into one of his worst matchups here. But, I mean, drones does change the things a little bit. Ray has this strategy he likes to go for a lot where he lands, calls drones, and goes for super to try and close distance. So look for that potentially soon.
Yep, gets the jump H to deter. Triple arrow sets it back full screen. Manages to block the jam session. Great discipline from RayRay trying to set up those drones.
Yeah, and you'll see in this matchup, as often as possible, he'll wait until he's in a situation where he can cross up right after he calls drones to try and protect his homie. Ray is one of the best players in the world at attacking and defending assists.
That's one thing that's just great discipline out of New York that you see, but we're going to see the ground throw on Hawkeye right before the drones would connect, so Monix was disciplined to try to just block there, not ready for the throw tech. As Hawkeye goes down, Photon Array into the Plasma Storm, will be able to raw tag back into Doom and get these drones set up on Dante. Might see the butter gun feint, so just one hit. Nope, we're going to do the jab.
Oh, yeah, and lands, tries to take advantage to some degree. Monix, unfortunately, catches a drone to the face, and that's going to be RayRay taking game one pretty solidly. He was able to work through the Hawkeye Dante shell with Doom drones, which is a really tall task.
Yeah, I'd love to see Monix adjust here, try to stay a little more grounded, navigate under the drones with enough space. But it's going to be hard with the magnetic blast raining down because Spidey doesn't have options for that below him, only above him.
Right now, it's been mostly Beam that's been the thorn in the sides here.
Web Ball is able to connect. It's able to sneak at just the perfect angle underneath that magnetic blast, the way that Magneto comes down with it. But a lot of times it won't interact with magnetic blast.
Okay.
Oh, unfortunate accidental X Factor there. I don't believe that was intentional. It looked like Spidey was relatively safe. But we are going to see the web throw confirm here.
Absolutely. Not going to go too far with the see you later. It's just going to be able to close it out. X Factor makes this a much simpler confirm.
Yeah, keep it simple. Going into the web throw, OTG launch, web swing combo. As long as you have a fast assist like jam session or triple arrow, you should be able to get the conversion.
Oh, Monix trying to hit him with a, a variation of the situation. Gets the cross up on the jump medium. That was deep.
That was very deep. We should be able to see, I believe, 3 or 4 loops off of here. Going to be going into the Spider Sting here. Actually, sorry, 5 loops here. Goes into the triple arrow for the extended. Now we're going to see the Spider Sting, raw tag, cold shower, stinger, teleport.
Absolutely. Classic for this guy. $1 million. And one of the nicest things about this is this combo does get pretty scaled at the end. $1 million, I believe, is the second highest damage super, like max scaling. So it's great for being able to close out these situations.
Yeah, 230K with the Spider, or Maximum Spider only doing about 167, so it's almost 400K with those 2 bars, which is almost half of Dr. Doom's health. But Sentinel right now trying to find an opportunity with this level 3 X Factor, and if there's one Gundam pilot to do it, it's RayRay in the Wing Zero.
Oh, definitely the best in the fleet. Gets the medium, flies underneath. Can't get the confirm, though. Didn't want to commit to the S. S is a huge commitment, even though it is your best tool to get to the ground.
Yeah, and even though the skill can eliminate the projectiles, it is not great because you can't cancel it. It's going to be big for this confirm on lilmonix. Getting into the crawler assault, going to be into the $1 million, and that should do it as Monix ties it up 1-1.
Yeah, a tall task for sure, but Monix looking good. And I want to especially highlight, that's off of an execution error X Factor from Monix. He was still able to stabilize. That's a big deal.
Yes. Air dashing at the moment. Magneto tries to catch him with the air throw, just slightly off. If you let that air dash rock all the way, it can be a little deceiving with how far it traverses.
Risky call the beam, but it does save the day in the end. Almost a happy birthday, but still okay.
Gets the web throw. That's what I'm talking about. These angles are very awkward with how Magneto will come down with a magnetic blast. A lot of projectiles can sneak past because the web throw, the hitbox on it is actually just that tip of the web throw as it traverses. The rest of the line is completely immune to everything.
Especially with, like you said, how short Spider-Man is. He is able to very rare drop on the see you laters, by the way. But he's able to get in an angle where drones, if you let drones cook for about a second, it goes straight underneath. But here's the Team Super. Gonna try and follow my lead.
Massive damage. That's happy birthday.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Able to keep it simple and finish it off. What a good snipe. When you have Hawkeye in your Team Super, it is so good for whiff punishing.
Yeah, Crawler Sword typically is slower. I believe it's about 18 to 20 frames of startup. But if you get everything started with the Gimlet, $1 million afterwards, that's just massive damage and easy conversion. Setting up those web balls right now. They're able to nullify the magnetic blast. Both have fireball priority of 5 low points. Trying to get in at the moment and gets an accidental Magnetic Tempest, and that's going to be, oh, that timing is a little awkward when you try to hit the ground with it. Have to be a little quicker.
Good X Factor from Ray to be able to save himself
Web
out a little
Cat.
bit. Oh my God!
He's going to be X Factor and kill.
Oh, okay. Take your damage. With the X Factor already popped from Ray, this is huge. Getting a lead like this, now you can play a little more defensively. You're sitting really pretty.
And already almost has the 2 bars, and you know Spidey is going to be able to kill off of any touch so much as RayRay sneezes for anything.
Dude, the continued harassment with the web balls, it's so difficult to navigate. Gets the foot dive though, and the confirm, very nice.
This is what we want to see from RayRay, being able to get that conversion on Spider-Man, and will be able to kill for just 2 bars here. Goes straight into the Plasma Storm, doesn't want to mess with the 5 waves of it. If you do it a little too late, they'll hit the ground, go into hard knockdown. That would be a nightmare for Sentinel. Tries to hammer down, Doom blocks, and gets hit by the drones.
Just like that, should be able to cook things up, leaving it up to Hawkeye. If Hawkeye gets away, things get a little more complicated. But with your assist here, I still think you have a pretty good shot. This is really firmly in RayRay's control right now, even with the lack of meter.
Tries to
what?
Weird plasma beam? I'm not exactly sure what that was supposed to be, but manages to get the cross up with the forward flip on the trick shot.
Yeah, and tag team is a really high damage level 3, so it's definitely going to be, actually, I think this does kill. So it's
I'm
gonna
not
be just
sure,
on
it's
Sentinel.
actually a low damage level 3.
I feel like the boot just does so much. Oh, hey, a pixel!
Holds the arrows, anticipating the raw tag, manages to get the gimlet. RayRay sacrifices Doom for the Sentinel. This is the ideal matchup for him out of the 2, I would say.
Okay. Hop forward as best you can. Close the distance. Looks for the air throw. Super jump up.
Nice tag from both sides. Hawkeye's pushed to the corner. Has no Kiss of Fire to be able to push Sentinel back out. If he manages to get in, there's the ground throw. And that's going to be a Hyper Sentinel force off the conversion.
Secure straight into the launcher. Jumps for that little bit extra damage. And because of crouch medium into Rocket Punch, I think it's going to do just enough meter. No.
Goes into flight cancel there. I believe the HSC was a little too high, but manages to space it out just enough to get the medium into S and kill off Hawkeye. We are going to game 5 in this electrifying matchup.
Oh, okay, and Monix back to character select. A little bit of a slowdown here. Maybe just needs a second.
RayRay quickly snatching all of that momentum from Monix in that situation after both players had burned their X Factor, killing Magneto, and Dr. Doom getting that clean hit on Spider-Man. That just completely reversed the roles, excuse me. I will say the back in the day when Marvel Lives was still Marvel Live for the podcast, there was a money match or an exhibition happening between RayRay and Cloud. And I remember trying to do a little analytics on the background, seeing which one would have more snowball momentum, and they were clean even. But RayRay is definitely one of those players that thrives off of that momentum.
No, definitely agreed. The tech off the start, again, game 5, winner side of things. Ray moving a little bit quicker, and I like that he's a little less grounded, not going for as many EM disruptors, a little more active, not wanting to get into those situations against the web throw, like you said.
Backs up, blocks the disruptor. Hawkeye eats a little damage. Gets the conversion, won't be able to. You have to be really off. That conversion can get a little dicey. You have to X Factor to guarantee it, though.
See you later. It's not too early for that.
Goes into the triple arrow here for the extension. Keeping it simple. Maximus Spider Jam Session was already on recovery, so wasn't able to get that further extension. But we are going to keep it simple here. Try to create the little Fisher-Price situation out of Spider-Man with Jam Session, and Dr. Doom crosses up on the other side on incoming because the body hop was a little too early. Photon Array comes out with the drones. It's going to be big damage on Hawkeye, trying to establish that pressure.
Ooh, and Ray gets a little greedy there, which I do respect. Looking for the hit on Spider-Man rather than trying to take that little bit extra damage on Hawkeye. What a grab.
Get those web throw loops. We are going to see 5 reps of this into the triple arrow extension, and then the raw tag into Dante. Going to be massive damage. We'll be able to probably kill off of just 2 bars despite a jam session in front.
Absolutely gets into the hammer, goes into crystals. OTG, $1 million. Crawler assault.
Actually will need the assistance from Hawkeye here to finish it off. Goes into the Gimlet, 75k at maximum scaling is going to be just enough. Spider-Man comes in, Sentinel having to block, forces the Hyper Sentinel force out of him, and missed Blink. Thankfully, Spider-Man didn't stick his feet high enough to be able to get hit there, because that would have been an absolute disaster on Monix's part.
I mean, we've seen a lot of miracles from this guy. We're going to need another one. Nice confirm to start it.
All right, let's see if the Gundam pilot is capable of doing it. Gets hit with the ground throw, won't be able to get the conversion, so sets up for the crystal in anticipation for the forward side.
Oh, nice tag. Good offense, though, trying to keep it as aggressive as possible. Threatening with the air throw, does find it straight into hard drive.
X-Factor is about to run out on Sentinel side, gets the cross-sustaining medium, autocorrects into the S, keeps Dante in the corner, Hawkeye coming in with level 3 X-Factor, and manages the medium with the unfly on the medium.
Somehow gets the hit, it's all up to doing it. Only needs one rep of the loop, straight into the super afterwards. How does he do it? How does he do it? RayRay, 3-2.
He might have been anticipating it, just a little more grounded base gameplay. Triple Arrow is quick and efficient. And not to mention having Vergil with Hawkeye is one of the more underrated shells in the game. But let's get it underway with the Team NorCal Hypercharging Star straight out of the gates. We're going to see the X Factor here into the Super-Skrull assist, and that is going to be big damage as Magneto and Dr. Doom already go down. But we still have Vergil, the Dark Angel, in the back.
It's like we were saying, you know, one bad mag blast straight into the low. That's going to open up pretty much the entirety of the game here. Frankie, unfortunately, not going to get a chance to really see the light of day here. Super into Taskmaster, and a perfect to close it. Brenticus with a crazy opener.
Brent getting the perfect out of the way. We need to see perfect gameplay from Frankie out of here to tolerate this Captain America neutral. Charging Star comes out. Taskmaster gets hit with the Magnetic Blast. Both assists are exchanging blows as we get the pressure started.
Okay. Finds himself a little bit of room. Charging Star too far, though. That's okay. Has the assist behind it, so it makes it a little uncomfortable to punish.
All right, goes for the raw S. It's actually -4, I want to say, so Captain America cannot punish it. Hypercharging Star comes out once again. That's going to be both characters. We're seeing another happy birthday, but oh, he barely gets the bar.
Unbelievable. Still alive, though. Crouching medium. Be able to catch him trying to up back, potentially. Vergil on the side swap.
Missed the double jump, though. Here comes Best Super. Shoutouts to Blackwork. It's going to be a confirm. Tries to uppercut it with the Stars and Stripes. That's not going to work because Vergil is everywhere but nowhere at the same time. Schrodinger's Dark Angel is coming and snapping out. Captain America with the kill. Gets the percolation station on the Super-Skrull. Helmbreaker, same side. You thought it was going to be a cross-up. You were wrong. Wake up, smell the coffee. Here comes Taskmaster. Manages to block the Rapid Slash.
Goes for the low. Plenty of meter here. Brent back in control with the no bar. Frankie gonna run out, but gets the hit. And X Factor maybe did enough damage. No, not quite.
And Super Trump straight up instead of up forward, so wasn't able to get the conversion. But Taskmaster walks his way back in, trips over the curb as Vergil puts his foot out.
A little bit of spaghetti from both of them at the end stages of that, but Frankie is able to stabilize, does a good job of being able to close that one out. And what a way to bounce back after 2 big happy birthdays in a row. Finds that, dude, the tri-jump comes through this time.
Magneto finally getting started in this match by game 3. Drops the combo, though, and we're seeing a third happy birthday.
Help. Okay, Dr. Doom, he does get the lift, so we have a little bit more of an opportunity here.
Going into the Hypercharging Star, it's going to be big damage. Dr. Doom coming in with only about 45% health. Here comes the Stone Smite. And Doom is blocking with Discipline, but gets a cross-up Plasma Beam. Enough time to stall so that Vergil can come in after those 4 seconds of being locked out.
What a press, actually. I don't know if that was a push block, but either way, good commitment afterwards. Rapid Slash gets the hit. Has to go Best Super, though, unfortunately, on the execution error.
Actually wants to reserve the X Factor on the end. Goes for the Rapid Slash. And that Helmbreaker, I'm not sure which side it hit on, but Taskmaster is able to come in after Captain America falls out and eats the same side Plasma Beam.
Goes to the tag, gets the hit with Doom.
Goes into the up TAC. We are going to see a double TAC attempt. Goes into double up here and doesn't get the foot dive. Gets a butter gun instead. Comes down and gets hit by a medium as Taskmaster falls out with the Charging Star assistance. Stone Smite for the conversion. It's going to be 1 bar kill, and now we have to deal with the Dark Angel once again.
Sometimes it's a blessing how easy it is to side swap with Taskmaster. Sometimes.
Blessing and a curse. Getting those judgment cuts set up on Vergil's side, though. He doesn't have to worry about the side switch. It always works in his favor. As we see the double trigger install, goes for the instant overhead. Taskmaster not ready to switch to the low block. Level 3 X-Factor speed with the double trigger. That is a lot of speed boost.
As a character, oh, I was going to say you have to respect, but instead we'll just box jump at him. Throws the round trip one more time. Gets the hit. Super-Skrull still alive. Gets the hit for his own.
Down heavy into level 3. This is going to be it. Stone Spite, rolling hook. Oh, misses the rolling hook, but gets the cross up. In with the standing low. That won't be enough. Inferno is not going to connect as the...
No punish, though. Oh, no. He goes for it again from full screen, but Vergil can very easily close that distance. Stinger, it's the answer. But he doesn't finish. He doesn't get the kill. And we're straight back in with Skrull.
Brent on match point now, and Captain America comes down with the anti-ground foot.
That is one of the most obnoxious normals to deal with. It's so good.
It's also the most obnoxious name. Why would you call something anti-ground when you have an anti-air kick as well and it's in the air? Taskmaster getting the confirm with the DHC off of the charging star. Goes into the up arrows. Aim Master with the Stone Spite is going to be possibly Dr. Doom's end as we snap in to Vergil. No, we don't. The combo drops. Dr. Doom gets space to breathe, but we're not going to see a DHC just yet.
Good block. Pushing him back out. Trying to keep it patient here. Taskmaster obviously played as slow as he wants to. I mean, at this point, what we're thinking is we're looking at Frankie's meter. 3 bars, has the opportunity to maybe go for the DHC in. Instead, he just catches the legs. Good pressure.
All right, and manages to get some damage. It's going to be massive. We're going to go into the photon array here. Even though Taskmaster has 1.1 million to health, this is going to be enough as long as he gets 2 reps of Spiral Swords to complete the combo and get massive advantage as he goes into the incoming for Captain America.
Yeah, getting to the mid-screen, but no, the drop is massive.
That should be a chip.
Okay, chip down. Okay.
Crossed up, and unfortunately, the way that Captain America was already hitting the ground, that wasn't ground tech, and got forced into an awkward situation. Super-Skrull gets snapped in, incoming with Inferno. It's going to hit both characters. Dr. Doom's behind him, though, so he will be able to live to see another day. Goes straight into the second Inferno, into the charging star. This might be enough. Yes, it is what I should be saying.
Oh, okay, so it's like, get him on the ground. Goes for the launcher, Frankie. It's all right. Buttergun and closing the distance, knows time is of the essence. Half his X-Factor is remaining, and it just ran out for Brandon, almost! But the jab misses, still gets the low!
Charging star whiffed entirely, actually lost to the Buttergun there. Super-Skrull coming in once again, manages to air dash out with that awkward one direction. Goes into the Meteor Smash, goes in the Inferno, that's gonna beat out the medium, and that's gonna not kill just yet! If he gets any chip, that's all he needs. Gets the air throw, though, and Brent takes it over Frankie G. 3-1. Positioning, assist calling, everything.
It is Nemesis.
Nemesis,
Okay. I mean, facing off against Romora. Romora, a player that needs no introduction if he watches any amount of Modern Marvel. Has an EVO championship under his belt and has continued to do incredibly well week in and week out, whether it's online or, you know, meeting it in on these offline tournaments. But right off the rip,
unfortunately missed the Tiger Knee rocket there. Wasn't able to get the damage extension with the daggers on 0 there. Tries to come down with the Starfish, ends up eating the level 3 Buster. Goes for the instant overhead. MagicPixelMexican was ready for that, but was not ready for the low afterwards. As this is going to be a nice extension to be able to kill here. And, you know, Sugenbu Lightning Loops are going to do it.
Okay. Arthur in this spot, a lot of times you'll see him just try and go for armor after the DP and try and get a switch of some kind.
Oh, there we go with the Heavenly Sword on the X-Factor cancel. That's going to be it for 0. Haggar comes in, gets those golden daggers. Those things are absolutely terrifying. Massive priority, and they now pierce. Advanced dagger.
This is Haggar's best assist for sure. They are built, like you were mentioning, they are built for each other. It makes his combo extensions so seamless, and in places where he normally would have to sacrifice his ground bounce, he's able to just go with his combo normally.
Tries to go for the instant overhead there, and Haggar is able to block round trip, constantly being held with the teleports around, and ends up eating the missiles. This is going to be an X-Factor confirmed for Vergil. Quick kill going into the double trigger here for the easy thing.
Yeah, maybe a little too reserved there. I was expecting maybe a dash up Lariat to try and take a stab at that one, but doesn't work out the way we wanted.
Arthur coming down, gets the Heavenly Sword, but not ready for the KD parry, so we're not going to see any fireworks going on at this moment. Arthur is dead.
Yeah, and unfortunately, one of those situations with Arthur is that you're on a timer once you come in like that. There's two characters on the opposite side that can OTG you, and when your armor breaks, you do hard knockdown yourself.
Right.
So.
All right, and backing up. Both players showing a lot of respect for each other. Tries to go for the S. Nemesis is not able to connect with anything, but Zero certainly is off of those hidden missiles. Doesn't matter what height, Romora should be able to convert off of any height, any missile. Gonna need a second rest of lightning loops for this here. Oh, goes a little fancy with the extension, sneaks in that medium lightning before the light. A little extra damage, and that second move is running out as Arthur comes in. Not sure which way to block. Heavenly Sword is gonna come up.
Looking for that dive kick. A Knight with a little bit of rush down. High durability on the projectiles as well for Arthur, always notable.
One thing I noticed in the auction tournament, I had never noticed this in the 13 years of playing, is that when Arthur throws the axe, you hear it in the background.
So, hey, listen, the bass in this room is kicking, so you get to right? You get to explore some new things. There you go, though. Arthur going to get cooked up. So again, move, not even going to need a single loop. Instead, it's just going to have again move for the mix. Tighter on the meaty.
Oh, actually comes down with the S to stay same side, then a late switch on with the lightning. Rayquazen is going to get confirmed. X Factor is going to help Zero ensure this kill so that Romora can end up.
I respect that.
Okay.
Had to, for the one time.
Get the snapback loops. Little easy does it. It's a little extra damage. Honestly, it's less effort.
It's way less effort.
Kudos to Romora for staying optimal, even though it can be an implication of disrespectful. Tries to go for the noodle. Zero is just under it. He does not meet the height for that ride.
I wonder if he just missed the cancel, because a lot of times you see that on shorter characters. They'll go for that, and they'll just cancel Commando immediately.
That's true.
Either way, unfortunately, it does not go his way. And like we said, Nemesis not really going to get to see the light of day. And then with Haggar getting juggled as well, it's going to be a tall task for a Knight.
It takes a Knight in Shining Armor to make this kind of comeback, though. We are going to see the KD parry come out. This is extremely punishable. Let's see if Romora has the timing for it. Just goes into the Hadangeki and keeps it simple.
Yeah. So far, the chip, or the Busters, gets the throw.
Tries to go for the instant overhead. Zero is not ready for it, but falls out of the combo, and that's going to be it for us. Sugenmu confirmed. No, we're not. We're going to see a Lariat save the day. Going into Goddess Bracelet, try to time out that Sugenmu. It is gone, and the pressure is started.
That gets a good amount of chip off of it as well. Back and forth. I like that Buster with the Rapid Slash. It was good timing, which is a little too far.
There's a little awkward situation for Arthur. He ends up eating the level 2 Buster on Wake Up. Haggar coming in with only a little bit of life. Not ready to block the mix-up.
Yeah, very unfortunate in that spot. X Factor to keep it as simple as possible. Romora gonna put an exclamation mark on that one. 3 games straight to still the same.
Yeah, but there are 2 things that are certain in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. One is Marvel being awesome, and the other one is Amongst Shadows putting on a show as he comes up against Tri-Edge in top 32 losers.
Tri-Edge clean touch at the start, though. Amongst Shadows, obviously playing that team that he is pretty well known for. He's one of the marquee Strider players of North America.
Yeah, but right now he's dealing with the library as Zero puts on the Biblioteca and brings in Doctor Strange right now on a tricky mix-up with the confirm off of Vajra.
This is so big for Tri-Edge. Getting that first hit with this shell is so important because you need to be able to steamroll. You do not want to return to full-on, full-screen neutral. But with pickups like that, maybe you won't mind it too much.
Yeah, Doctor Strange experiencing late fees right now, tries to pay it out in full as he DHCs into Vajra, bringing out the Zoo.
Wakes up with a throw. Just watches him go for the run-up. One frame throws have that type of advantage.
All right, manages to get the extension. Beautiful stuff from Amongst Shadows right now. We're going to see the Zoo come out once again into the spell of Enshani. Try to get Strider back on. Actually, we're going to do the left-right mix-ups with the Eye of Agamotto. The confidence that Amongst Shadows has with this character is unparalleled as we go into the Palm X Factor loops.
Go all up to the Ninja, but still an unfortunate situation to be in. Goes for the X Factor, gets the swap. Doesn't go for the Super for the OTG though.
would not have been able to kill, was trying to get a guaranteed setup with the OTG from the Flames of the Fall team. Goes into Strider, gets that Bolts of Ball effect, mix up, and teleport characters with Bolt is just so unfair.
Honestly and truly, especially with Strider, with how fast he's able to act out of his teleport.
Goes into the hot on Geki right now. Gravimetric Pulse is set up level 2 with that red health being burned. Zero gets hit by an energy javelin, but no conversion. We don't want to burn it on the high-speed tackle just yet. Tries to go up to challenge Vajra, mistimes it just a hair, but no punish from the other side. As Tri-Edge faces down the most gruesome overhead cross-up.
Yeah, deep cross-up there to be able to kick the back of the head. Very nice. Set up now.
Ooh, that looked like it was cross-up initially, but Bolts of Ball effect might have pushed back to same side as Vergil ate the Dolphin kick to his face. Going to be seeing the power of the Nova Force into the Vajra extension. Centurion Rush into a double super. I love that extension so much. Shout out to Marvello.
Because of the pulse, does get away, but for how long? Mashes under the bolts, very smart.
Oh, did not get the satellite. Actually getting a little dicey with the frantic inputs, but does manage to meet him in the air and kill Nova off. Doctor Strange coming in. Not much X Factor left for Strider with how long these combos take.
Knockdown is good. That's what we talk about all the time with Strider. Strider generally usually good for 2, but it takes too long to get these kills.
Tries to go for it, goes for the X Factor into the medium Excalibur, tries to get out of the situation. Tri-Edge putting on the Ouroboros. This is going to be a lot of damage on Amongst Shadows, but it will not kill.
The Orb rocking just a little bit more. He says, listen, anything you can do, I can do better with the X Factor as well. Luckily, when you have that X Factor on, the damage is ramped up by so much. Able to secure the kill, put himself even more forward. Looking focused right now.
Shadow is rocking the Nova on point. Typically runs Strider on point for most matchups. There is the medium punish, and that is 70% damage on Strider right now, but Zero meets him on the ground. Was not ready for it. Nova will pay the price. No, he doesn't.
Actually a really fortunate situation there. Straight for the human tackle. Is able to go straight to the Buster.
And will snap in the Strider right now, try to get rid of the rest of that red life. All 3 of these characters are very X-Factor heavy, so just being able to ensure the momentum while you're able to kill each character one at a time and stay safe. Don't let them get out.
There we go, the TAC full control here as we go straight into the loops.
Oh, tried to go for it and unfortunately dropped it, but Vergil was not ready for the high time X Factor there with the button instead. Raw tags into Nova there.
Trying to keep himself low profile. Looks for that Helmbreaker. Easily gets underneath though. Is able to get that high-low. Yeah, and while Zero is a good X Factor character, he's probably the weakest on the squad. Kind of not going to get a chance to fight on that one. 3
actually. Molecular Shield is a ground defensive assist that can be proven to be a nice lockdown assist as well. But we're going to see at the start of the match, Vergil gets the ground throw into the conversion. Unfortunately, timed the Vajra a little too late there. Won't be able to get the full confirm. It's a very tight timing, but you are able to get a full combo off those ground throws with the assist. But Magneto is not ready for it. Gets hit on the cross-up. And we are going to be seeing a snap into Phoenix here potentially. No, we're just going to go ahead and kill off Magneto and deal with the Doom.
Yeah, I think with the amount of damage he's already done, with where the meter's at, if you're pretty confident in your incoming, it's okay to go for the kill, and he's going to be able to get that hit. So, should be able to get through in plenty of time. It's going to be like about 4 meters when we get there, so.
Nice extension there, gets the crouching heavy, but did not get the Stinger extension as hoped. Looked like he was trying to go for the fancy double teleport mix up with the round trip on the raw tag, or sorry, the snap into Phoenix, but we're just going to deal with Phoenix head on here as she's almost looking at a 4th bar. Phoenix Inferno is going to do a lot of damage to Strider here. Goes for the cross-up overhead.
Getting hit, gets the kill on Vergil. Strider still in the back, so you still have some tech to be able to potentially fight this, as well as not quite at the 5 bars, but being able to convert into that infinite once again.
Looking like the Seagulls from Finding Nemo, mine. Gonna be calling mine for this game. Strider does not get the Ouroboros out, gets hit out of the startup, does not have invisibility.
So unfortunate to lose your meter in that way. And then Overdrive gets the connection, gets the side swap, but it's still okay.
Block that, it's gonna be a punish!
no, there was still X Factor and he was looking to chip. What a block and good presence of mind from DXP to stay in that.
And I think because of how the Phoenix Inferno hit, he would have actually been able to get the overdrive conversion off of it. So just nothing out of that there was a little surprising.
I feel like that is a classic situation against Magneto at round start, is if you can get the tech throw, if you have a longer range light than him, very consistently you can just kind of clip, especially if they're matching the assist.
Right, and going into the Spiral Sword, setting up the double trigger right now. Phoenix, once again, almost at that 4th bar, but tries to X Factor. Gets scraped by a light, but we went to a rapid slash and manages to escape scot-free at the moment as we try to time out every Phoenix round trip glitch and Spiral Sword set up on deck. We're going to see 5 bars.
Just barely makes it in time, but the X Factor already popped, so things are a little more complicated than they once were.
Where's Dimension Slash hitting? It actually, Vergil was on top of her at the time. Helmbreaker will trade. Dark Phoenix is loose, but there is no X Factor on either side, so she is on a timer right now with her health dwindling.
Oh, and just barely clips the legs there, was trying to jump out of it. I mean, you don't see it as often, so if you're unfamiliar, Dark Phoenix, excuse me, her health consistently drains, but she doesn't have healing field in close proximity. So, like you said, it's even a harder timer than you think.
Right. Magneto getting hit with the Spiral Swords on this confirm as well. Things are not looking good for Prodigy's Magneto as Phoenix gets snapped in this time.
For the low, so all right, Helmbreaker not going to get there, gets a clean touch.
And we are going into the side exchange here, still in the rest of that bar that X Pride had in progress, making his first bar back. But Doom is going to get this infinite right now, getting the Plasma Beam confirmed, but not the light on the way down. Foot dive trades with the Helmbreaker.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't the foot dive we were looking for. Still okay. Manages to get away, if only just for a moment, but this is meaty twice in a row.
Spiral Swords is on deck, and if you teleport immediately, there actually is a gap where you can throw punish Vergil, but if you're not aware of it, Vergil will throw you.
Same side, nice defense. Anticipates the push block and is able to get the jump over the fireball.
Vergil's normal jump heavy is one of the classics, being able to approach passively while avoiding things like Plasma Beam.
Defense. More heavy looks good. Good block. And just trying to survive at this point here. Prodigy already has all the meter he needs. So just running things down with Phoenix. And he can call Magneto assist as aggressively as he wants. You don't really care if the assist dies.
Goes for the raw launch there. Here comes the photon array raining down, and actually was not going to be able to DHC into Vergil in time as Phoenix teleports and gets the down heavy. Vergil pops, it created just enough space to be able to get the Spiral Swords active, but ends up getting hit underneath with the overdrive as Dark Phoenix is out. The bird is loose. Someone page her.
Yeah. Gets a tag, gets the punish after the tag.
Leave it to Dead X Pride to hit Phoenix with the office raw tag to kill her. Magneto coming out, medium Excalibur is going to clear the way, won't be able to convert, but not necessary, as Strider can cause all sorts of mayhem on Magneto at this moment. Get the Legion into the Spiral Swords. And with this conversion, this should seal the deal as Dead X Pride moves on, and Prodigy is eliminated.
DXP definitely looking good, as we've said. And that's such a tough one to be in losers at this stage, because it's two threats to win.
Yeah, he was the one that sent him to losers, where KBR then inevitably eliminated him.
Yeah.
So this matchup can very easily go both sides. And obviously, that goes without saying. But right now, let's get it underway. Dante trying to double jump up to the top as Plasma Beam is counter called on the Bolts of All-Fact.
Jump medium, we can already see against characters with a low crowd. When you jump in, you've got to go for that. Reroll shock and the fireworks.
Overdrive has to cancel into double trigger to stay safe, and LT barely misspaces the high-speed tackle. Don't know if iDom was ready for the cross-up, but he wasn't ready for the overhead there. Raw tagging in the Doom at the moment, and we are going to see the 2 loops going as the extension, sorry, 3 loops, as we see the extension with Centurion Rush going into the Plasma Beam Sphere Flame, keeping it efficient. 1 bar raw tag back into Nova. Oh, sorry, Spencer.
Oh, thought he was going to go for the Jawbreaker there, but doesn't quite. Doesn't want to commit to the command, though. Instead, the super jump confirmed, and he's able to get it. Very nice to control, but unfortunately, it's a little out of hand on the left-rights.
Oh, but that's a happy birthday. Goes for the bionic arm. Cancel here. And, oh, Dr. Strange barely falls to the other side, so won't be able to complete the combo as ideally. But Dormammu is dead, and Dr. Strange does not have very strong incoming mix-ups. Setting up the Eye of Agamotto, has to X-Factor cancel here or go into the level 3. Won't be able to convert off of this, unfortunately, but that will be half of Spencer's life. Still has the level 3 X-Factor at the moment. Going to be setting up that Eye of Agamotto, going full screen. Bionic Arm comes out, runs straight to the Eye of Agamotto. Was not full screen. It loses its invincibility after 3 quarters, but we are going to see the heavy grapple against Bionic Arm.
Yeah, very nice stuff. Being able to get that, secure it down immediately after with the arm. That's, I mean, good presence of mind to go for the level 3, but like you said, not being able to get the inversion, still getting put into an awkward spot afterwards. LT, first game.
And it's just get the airplay at the moment, stave off that approach from Nova. Goes for the level 2 gravimetric pulse. Will hit both characters, and we're going to see the X-Factor as he converts. Unfortunately, Dr. Strange once again falls out like the biggest nuisance that he is. Manages the raw tag after the crumple, going into Dr. Doom. Keeping the speeder efficient. Dante goes down. Dr. Strange bleeding in the back.
Dormammu, wow, and very basic on the cross up there. And the fact that you've earned the respect enough from iDom to not go for a dash there, because a lot of people, I feel like the modern meta of escaping incomings is just mashing dash up forward to see what you have to stop it.
Yeah, and I think just that observation where you noticed that he didn't go for the jawbreaker there. He was looking for the tendencies and what style iDom was going to come out with. If he's pressing buttons, if he's trying to tech for a throw. And I think he just went for the lazy, simple one because he knows that iDom is trying to stay patient right now.
Yeah. I mean, iDom is the type of player who has good enough defense to where it's okay for him to believe in that defense. As you can see there, nice block. Overhead, unfortunately, does find its mark. And now, patience kills, finds the place, and like you said, he had gathered enough data to know that he was finally time to squeak in the command throw.
LT looking in prime form right now. We don't know if this is his final form. This boy manages to just level up every time we see him, and he is putting a clinic on right now. Let's see if iDom can retort.
That was a good jab at the start. Oh, with the cross up with the bolts.
Goes into the Dark Hole extension. We'll be able to get the Helm Breaker, get nice damage here. Cold Shower Stinger, all the extensions. And we are going to have to see the Chaotic Flame here if we want to kill Nova.
Delays as long as possible, gets a standing light afterwards, but isn't going to need it. Gets him cooked up and gets a little bit of charges on the table.
Eruption set up, 2 red, 1 blue. Should be able to extend off of this. Gets the jump light for the confirm for the double jump loop. Extension with Jam Session, knockdown, and we are going to see Flame Carpet laid out. He should be able to block in time. No, he does not. Bionic Arm, X-Factor, Raw Tag, Dr. Doom.
I'm surprised we didn't see an X-Factor right at the beginning of that combo there. I feel like if you get your hands on Spencer and you have an opportunity, you've got to take it.
Goes into the jump jab for the guard break with the bingo. Heavy jawbreaker is going to be doing it for Dante, going into the bionic maneuvers. We're going to see the classic at this point, blink all the way back full screen.
The 17 blink back is definitely one of my favorite mixes, and that is what we're going to see. Nice block. He's seen the tweet. Oh, with the leg straight afterwards. Straight back in there. LT with 5 bars as a no-brainer for Spencer.
He goes to do it and gets the extension, double grapple into the Bionic Arm. Bionic Lancer will close out this set, and LT moves on.
Like probably about a year ago, how quickly he transitioned was actually unreal.
Yes.
It's unbelievable how fast. He just entered a TNS randomly, and we were like, you were dropping DPs to the left a lot today, dog. What happened? He's like, oh, I can't do them on hitbox stand. We were like, what? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Goes into the quick work, manages to get the confirm, but unfortunately drops the S as B-Man techs out, gets the air throw, going into the bolo. Gonna go into the up infinite with Dante, and we know he's got these.
I mean, lock yourself in. A little bit of extra time as we come through. B-Man, evens or odds, everyone?
I'm gonna say even Stevens today.
I would have agreed, so I understand. Let's see how much of our money we could have kept. But as we know, gonna build a ton of bar off of this, secure the kill after a long while to be able to, you know, get himself set up with pretty much any mix-up he wants.
Yep, and we probably are gonna go for the full limit here. Might see a level 3. No, he might just write it out.
Even if we don't, I mean, I learned this from you, actually. If he goes $1 million and then he goes into cuts time, it actually pulls him out of the corner. So I think that's probably the route we're going to go for. Yeah, there it is.
Puts a smile on my face every time I hear you mention it on stream. Yep, pushing him up, and we go into the jam session. The situation, unfortunately, crosses himself up, so the bolo mistimes and gets the jab punish.
Oh, he tried to go for the double jump for the short hop to get down to the ground faster, but it doesn't work out.
Oh, if you notice, B-Man actually tried to go for a throw tech there as we saw the back heavy come out.
Yeah, and that heavy from Deadpool is no joke. It's a really good anti-air too, so it OSs pretty well against a lot of options.
Here we go, happy trigger trying to get out. Double must die. I don't think that was intentional. That is a glitch. If you do 2 quarter circle supers DHC too quickly, it will give you a DP. So he had to X Factor to stay safe, and thankfully it is still giving him the momentum that he needs to close out this first game.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully he saw his jam session behind him to be able to protect him in spots like that. Shoot him up, and the DHC, and this team DHC so wonderfully also.
Yeah, shoot him up and to shoot him up some more. $1 million after the happy trigger. Call it happy trigger. As B-Man is happy with 1 game on the board.
I mean, let's see if he's able to maintain this momentum. I mean, this would be a big deal. This top 8 goes for the launcher, had to X Factor, missed the confirm.
I think that looks like we're having a little slop on both sides at the moment. Wedge having to X Factor to stay safe on that S, and the B-Man getting an accidental snapback on an attempted assist call. Groot is on the ground. Unfortunately, mistimes it. The overhead put him in too much recovery to be able to get the Katana Rama. B-Man gets the throw punish, and this is not a good look. As he goes for the jab reset into the bolo, Wedge getting hit with the Deadpool Classic. And we are going to see a cut in time here, once again trying to put up the situation here in the Midwest.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Gets the connection and goes to the X Factor. So all up to Strider potentially on his own.
Always got to be ready for that cross-up in the situation.
Okay, good execution. B-Man is looking so solid right now, but look at the meter for Wedge.
Gets hit, there's the bolo, and we're going to see an attempted TAC attempt possibly. Drops the S though. Strider gets a heavy, was not able to convert. A lot of slop going on, rather chaos is ensuing.
Just push backwards into the jam session, gets the air throw. Not a lot of damage, gonna need a lot of touches here.
Goes for the cross-up on the Tiger, pops the Ouroboros right as Hawkeye's in his face, and the guns actually hit Strider. But we are going to be able to get a hit here as we go into the Excalibur loops. It should be it for Deadpool, but we're going to need about 4 or 5 more hits, and Hawkeye's in the back, with Strider not having a lot of health left.
That's a good damage starter, though. Really, really nice here. Again, 2 touches probably required for Dante. Push blocks out of the Tiger mix-up.
Goes into the reverb shock, not ready to cancel into fireworks, knowing that Strider is way overhead. Could have gotten the punish, still gets the hit anyway. Strider manages to kill Dante. Need 2 more hits on Hawkeye, but have to worry about the gimlets, and that's not going to be enough as Hawkeye gets the hit with the speed shot.
Oh, and Wedge taking a second, standing up, stretching it out. B-Man, he recognizes it 1 away. Keep it together. This is the potential to be the tournament of your life. 1 more game for B-Man. But Wedge, signs of life. That was a crazy, almost no X Factor comeback from Strider there. Playing incredibly well with the Strider. Just, he's losing the mirror.
Yes. And it looks like it's more just unfortunate incidents that are happening. A lot of just unintentional inputs are happening. He's having to forfeit his X Factor early to stay safe. But he is getting the right looks with the Vajra. If he can control where B-Man is floating in the air, he can lock him down when necessary to be able to get the advantage here.
Oh, closing the distance pretty well. The standing medium off the grenade, great confirm.
Every Deadpool player needs to be able to convert off of those pineapples at all times. Going in to the DHC early, not having to mash here to guarantee. Once you see danger on a 900k character, stop mashing with Dante, and it should kill in the last bullet, giving Deadpool the opportunity to get the hit.
No, doesn't get the follow-up on the overhead though. Goes in and staggers the lows.
B-Man, the big hero, looking like a big hero, stepping up when he needs to close out this set. Can he do it? Goes jab into a staggered quick work. Hits the low, flips Dante's legs, and Strider is left. Here comes level 3. X Factor has it on deck this time.
Oh, and he's gonna go for the snap. Interesting. A lot of times in X Factor comebacks, I don't like the snap, but when
it's the Team Super!
He almost got the Merry Christmas.
Gimlet's gonna hit though.
So
that traded.
Level 3. Vajra jumps up for him, gets shot. Not a lot of life left, not a lot to play with. Goes for the tag, Gexy gets away with it. Deadpool, he's gonna lose him. No, he gets away again!
X Factor is out on both sides, and that's gonna be a throw punish on the Vajra.
Oh, B-Man. Like that, we'll see if it's going to be enough. Last night he was the villain, tonight he's the hero. B-Man into the top 8.
For last year, I think.
believe so.
And he worked so hard, but we are going to get into it right now. Zero versus Magneto. Melos on deck with that Frank Dante shell as well. Going straight. Oh, that's a Rakoha by accident with a Magnetic Tempest by accident. No supers are on deck for either player anymore. Buster is coming out as we are scrambling right now. Shopping cart, no conversion. Gets the air-to-air, but not the air dash cancel.
Yeah, had the opportunity there with the jumping heavy. Gets a throw, but no assist available. Has to just go for the mix instead. But a timely tech backward actually saved you out for most of that.
Gets the air throw after the failed conversion. This is going to be big. If he can get that second bar necessary, he will be able to get this level 5 Frank West on deck. And there it is. Oh, actually goes into the snapshot. I love to see it. If he had done the team super there, it would have actually caused Zero to die before Frank got the first snap in. So at least he got level 3 on deck, even though he has Dante on point right now.
Stinger right away to be able to get that poke. Anti-air for some degrees.
Oh, reverb shock and fireworks and $1 million. Everything going backwards at the moment, but still has Spiral Swords on deck to keep everything safe. Going for that jam session mix-up, setting up the round trip.
Now with everything going that sideways, lucky to get away relatively unscathed. Looks for the forward heavy and gets the air throw. Shopping cart?
Love to see an X Factor here.
Okay.
No worries with the assist extension there. Going to be killing off Vergil, relying Evasion to get that Dante set up and try to make this comeback, as we are going to go straight into the blue light special. And the hit stagger, so he actually manages to live. This is huge. Magneto's about to die.
Still in an okay spot though, even with Magneto dead. No, but Frank's legs immediately gets blessed. Evasion off to the races.
Very unfortunate for Melos. If he had just done survival techniques, he would have been able to kill Vergil there with the cinematic and not had to worry about any hits missing. But right now, Evasion is getting set up right now, even though level 2 X Factor is gone. Spiral Swords are set up, and he still has the best assist in the game on deck.
Absolutely, and even with the drop combo there, not too much of a worry. Extremely scrambly back and forth, but Evasion is able to manage to wrangle control in at the end of that one.
Being able to get some composure after Melos was looking so strong in this game. Unfortunately, wasn't able to kill, close out the kill on that pivotal Vergil.
Yeah. Also being in a spot where he couldn't quite get to level 4, Frank could have changed the game there. Chainsaws with Jam Session is some of the strongest incoming you can get, but a nice confirm and a great flight.
Goes into the shockwave, into the $1 million. Unfortunately, have to deal with Dante's incoming once again. So we'll not have an ideal incoming setup, but we are going to see the crystal come out, trying to stall in the air with the airplay. This time, Evasion's one with the air throw. No conversion with the rapid slash. Brainstorm can get a little awkward at times.
Finds the stinger, though, very delayed. I love the idea there. Goes for the TAC, it does connect.
Goes for a second TAC, trying to get that cheap install for Frank West going, but $1 million is coming out on Wake Up with the Spiral Sword. Some damage on Frank West. Magneto trying to stall it out in the moment. Jam Session is not anywhere near, but manages to come down and throw punish that Helmbreaker out of its startup.
Okay. Very good damage off of this one. Are we going to leave ourselves in a place to level the Frank? Yes, we are. Team Super. And this is the tech for the team.
Plenty of red life on deck for Vergil at the moment, so we do have that level 4 Frank West, but we did not see the proper conversion. Wine Bottle into Jam Session is the bread and butter for pressure with this team. Dante coming out, instant overhead, no double paddle saw this time to be able to get the conversion, but Dante does get the hit, and Melos ties up the score with ease.
Yeah, a lot of the time, oh no, he didn't X. There's, okay, but EM Disruptor still gets it. It's just shaking the head, but hey, listen, we got the game. You're good. Yeah, see, he knows. They stay in there.
Gets the Disruptor hit on Vergil. Zero techs out, gets the air throw. This is going to be big damage for Evasion, being able to set up these lightning loops. And with how practiced and composed Evasion typically is, you may see these lightning loops see Magneto's demise. But we see the jump light of shame as the Raikou-Zen does not come out. The Raikou-Zens come out there, though, as Magneto finally goes down.
And Dante just not long for this world. Unfortunate there. Gonna get cut up on this one, straight into the lightning loop.
Taking him with the Biblioteca once again. Dante is going to go down the player 1 side lightning loop. They're so much easier than the player 2 side. And Frank West comes in right now, gets the heavy teleport. Insane blocks by Melos right now with that level 1 Frank whack. But unfortunately, the lightning was already out and he ends up eating it as he tries to come down with an S.
Yeah, honestly and truly, some defense to be worth being proud of. But like you said, level 1 Frank at that point, not much to really be done. Comes down with the baseball bat, but that is not enough to be able to break up the combo. 2-1 Evasion, sitting on the lead now, but Melos is playing very well.
Yes.
Opportunities, at least what you do with them. Go back to character select, have a minute for himself.
Thinking about it at the moment. Taking a quick breather, see if we can do anything to adjust. Looked strong in the game too. Magneto has been getting a lot of the hits necessary to get this kill on Zero, but unfortunately overcommits with the assist call as Zero goes over the head of both characters, but drops combo into the Sigan.
Opportunity for the flight, yeah, absolutely. Use that jam session to buy some room.
Crisp movement, being able to get out of the corner, stall things out. Unfortunately, did not have the positioning necessary to convert off that jam session, but we see Evasion trying to just snipe out the jam session, keeping the heavy lightnings up in case Magneto tries to escape to the skies. Gets the air throw.
Pushes that to the corner with the rapid slash. This is looking very, very good now. Getting those loops.
Lightning loops are going to do it for Magneto here as Dante comes in. Zero is going to be getting an opportunity. Dante tries to double jump out. Zero gets the air throw, but throws him back into jam session. And then just jab into Sigenmu as we're trying to set up the pressure. Nice push block from Dante, trying to get things out, but the jam session is able to contain him. We want to trap the bird.
Yeah, good presence of mind to know where that combo is going to go as well. Jam session always sends you the direction Dante's facing. So being able to super jump up, know the trajectory of where they're going to end up. Very, very strong stuff.
We're back to square one with this level 1 Frank West. Dante!
There's no way.
Oh my goodness, manages to get the air-to-air with the retreating MMS into the dash-up light. We're going to see the blue light special after the level up. Going into level 2 here, another snapshot set up with the level 4. Does not go into the super, but gets the knee drop, saving the bar. And that's going to be a knee drop cross-up on Dante. Unfortunately, drops the OTG. Gets the dodge roll!
The roll was good. Hysterics, buy some room, reevaluate.
Oh my God,
he gets the launcher, Melos!
Looking alive, Melos goes up! And we are going to a game 5.
Oh my God. The Frank West from level 1 finds the hit, makes it happen. He's covered wars.
He has covered wars, and Zero is putting Magneto through hell at the moment with this jam session. Trying to lock him down, but we're still mid-screen right now. Plenty of room to breathe. Magnetic Blast coming down, trades with the jam session. Dante does not take the hit because projectile durability is weird. Pulling him in for the shopping cart, tried to, but Zero was already above it. No clean hit, no confirm.
Yeah, losing out on the war of attrition right now, but it's good. He's doing good on the meter. Almost has that 2 bars built up. So depending on where we can find this hit, we might be able to find those levels. Surviving the Sogenmu is the most important thing, though.
Tried to call the shopping cart, neutral tech in the situation, but that heavy lightning is now paying dividends as we see Evasion constantly scouting the airways for it and manages to come down with the pizza cutter. Dante neutral tech in an awkward situation, and this could be another situation where we're going to have to rely on Frank West to make a comeback.
Oh, dude, twice in a row would be a legendary moment. Has to block the incoming first, plenty of meter.
Oh, but comes in with the meaty S, goes into the lightning. Frank West was expecting the cross up there. And as long as we close this out, we are going into the lightning loop. May see, no, we're not going to see the Rakoha, but the Evasion will end up finishing the combo and taking it 3-2 over Melos against the ZDV Zero Doom Vergil hidden missiles.
Yeah, missiles definitely the most important thing to kind of note in this one. Ray, very, very good at playing around other people's assists, but Zero, exceptional at just naturally being able to control the flow and naturally being able to stop people from being able to interact with his own stuff. So you can already see he's very quick to be able to take real estate. Ray is very good at fighting back for that space with drones, but Romora, every time he's able to take any amount of space, it turns into a push all the way to the corner. Every time.
Right. Yeah, and I almost just, my jaw dropped at that disruptor on the super jump height converting to the drones. I thought RayRay was about to kill Zero. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised when it comes to RayRay. Man, it just catches me every time.
Uses that flight, D without an air action, has to land, has to block, rapid slash, good push block timing, no. But here comes the draw, okay. And he goes for the instant overhead, it's not gonna work out though, unblockable.
Alpha counter into the hard drive, gets both characters, not gonna go into the X Factor because Vergil is in the back, but Zero falls out, Dr. Doom is bleeding. Both characters are almost within chip range.
No kills there, it's definitely a heartbreaker, but this is still a great situation, even though you have the big med machine out front.
The jump medium, this is the Gundam pilot that you do not want to mess around with. The little robot is going to be having to deal with this as we see the Hyper Sentinel force into the Spear Flame, stalling with the Segendo.
Definitely the best way to clear the floor and be able to get yourself back in, but you always know Pixel Zero is the most dangerous. He stays alive somehow, and Dr. Doom regenerating all of that life during the entirety of this sequence.
Yep, going into the Biblioteca and going to be doing these lightning loops here. Japanese Zero is always entertaining to listen to, but not fun to watch as we see the air throw on Sentinel as he comes in, goes for the X Factor, make sure to get rid of this problem character.
I mean, Ray, one of the premier point Magnetos, but Anchor Magneto has been a lot of the flavor for a lot of different players in this current modern meta. Ray, let's see how he can work it himself.
Magneto manages to block all of it, but not ready for the instant overhead once again, but is able to keep it lightning tight. X Factor stays safe and manages to get a little breathing room as again we get popped.
I thought he was going to go for throw, ends up working okay though. Mag Blast gets the hit. He actually gets the full confirm. 2 more hits. Dr. Doom, same side. I love that delayed Mag Blast.
Staying patient, was not going to commit to that conversion, but if he dropped it, he gets the air throw. Going mid-screen once again. Magnetic Blast for the conversion. Are we going to see the side switch? Or are we going to stay same side? We're going for the overhead on the other side, and it's going to be a swift and simple, keep it Kingdom Hearts on Steam, simple and clean kill with the gravity squeeze.
Dude. Yeah, shockwave, just in case. Yeah, you know. He got it. Little scary, but a nice comeback there. The X Factor Magneto. One of the things I love so much about how he plays Magneto is you see he super jumps. He dashes way back. That Mag Blast is unbelievably plus.
Yes.
Like Mag Blast is always plus, but that one is just you get like double-digit frames to just do whatever you want.
Yep. And Zero trying to dive into the drones right now. But, avoiding the Magnetic Blast at all costs. There's a quick stare down at the moment while the assists are exchanging blows with each other. Get the disruptor, but the Buster beats it out, even though Doom gets hit a little more. This is about to be a war of attrition really quick if Romora is not careful with his assist calls.
I know, definitely agreed. That's not the type of thing you want to get into with Ray. Mag Blast continues to fly, takes the space back to this corner, nice side swap. Presence of mind and where to go. Rapid Slash almost confirmed. He has gone for that confirm a couple times. He's just been a hair too late every time.
Yeah, still sets up the Segendo, but RayRay has managed to find a way out of that potential unblockable setup each and every time. I would expect nothing less from someone of RayRay's caliber, but unfortunately he is a little faulty at times when he eats the air throw from Zero.
Sorry though. Ooh, jumps up and gets it, yeah, because the jump S had plenty of time to cancel into the Buster and the missiles to be able to stall him in the air for just a little bit longer.
Got to be careful with how you try to escape the corner. Whenever Zero has Buster on deck, it's red light, green light, go, and orange means red light.
It's just the green stop sign. You're like, I want to go, and I know he's not going to let me, dude.
Right. In comes Sentinel, but once again, we saw Romora X Factor this character last match. We're not going to see it this time with a potential comeback, excuse me, but Romora is going to get the conversion. He's going to keep it simple, going into the hidden missiles extension, into the Raikou-Zen, and then just goes Genmu 0 level 3.
Absolutely. Safe and solid. Close it out. 1-1 on the games here. And looking pretty in control here. Romora has seemed very calm this tournament. Because when you interact with him, he's normally like, pretty soft-spoken, but he's still very excitable. He's been in his zone this tournament. It's actually like a little weird how zoned in he is.
For sure. RayRay trying to zone out. Zero at the moment. Missiles are coming down. I love every time we see RayRay just go forward and then backward. He assesses the situation, tries to make sure if he can bait the opponent into a specific direction so that he can come down safely.
Yeah, I was just saying, oi, as we are able to get the pizza cutter and get that side swap. I feel like a lot of the times layer one is he just wants you to super jump. He just wants to see if you're trying to aggressively react to his movement, right? Right. That's what you're saying.
We're going to see the lightning loops here on the player 2 side. Magneto really hasn't gotten much done outside of that one comeback in the first match. And we go for the pizza cutter, same side, going for the delayed low, tried to bait him out with the box dash, but does get the cross up afterwards with the rapid slash lockdown.
That very late dash with the medium is really, really good to be able to take some space. Having those missiles, having the extensions, all up to the robot. And while it is the finest pilot in the fleet of Gundam, I'm not sure how much mileage we're going to get.
Oh, accidentally crossed up a little too soon. Sentinel comes out mid-screen and we'll have a little space to breathe. Hidden missiles are coming down right now. Haggar from the full screen with Zero. Buster on deck. Hidden missiles comes out. No Hyper Sentinel force opportunity, but does a light rocket punch, and he's actually going to pay the price for it. Still in recovery, and the missiles will capitalize on it as Zero will get the kill and possibly go on match point as long as we finish going into again with Zero.
That was a great confirm again. Romora looking super on point with how he's finding these air-to-airs. With Zero, a lot of the time it is just as simple as getting close enough to where you can just barrel stuff with the Buster to be able to go for the dash down. But it's just the presence of mind to be in the right place at the right time all the time, because Zero's dash speed is not that high. He legs it.
Right. Magnetic Blast right now, beating out the Haggar at the moment. Disruptor try to set up the Sentinel. Drones on screen. Big missiles coming up, tries to get out of the corner, manages to cross up and stay safe. Zero taking a little extra chip damage. Once again, Romora needs to be careful about his assist bleeding right now, but he is getting the clean hits before RayRay has a chance to capitalize.
Yep. Like a new active. Good evasion of most of the missiles here. Almost gets both. Nice defense, but unfortunately, it transitions into an unblockable.
Magneto will go down. This may be the last time we see him for the set, unless we're able to see some magic. Worked with Dr. Doom on defense here on this incoming. Air dashes up, forward, and unfortunately was not ready for the conversion.
I couldn't quite get there. Sets out the pulse. Using those finger lasers to close the distance. Gonna spend the super just to get some room.
Hyper Sentinel force, that's gonna be big damage on Dr. Doom. Actually, he left the scene, so he has to X-Factor to stay safe.
Okay, and this is the best shot we're going to have here. Has to block some of the missiles. So again, activation is just stalling time for the next wave of missiles here. Gets the air throw.
Not only stalling for the missiles, but also running this X-Factor out. X-Factor 2 is now gone on Sentinel's side. Ray will have to make this comeback with Dr. Doom. No X-Factor and just 3 bars.
A foot dive in a dream. Might be able to find a way. Blocks the first layer, somehow gets away from the second. I cannot believe he's still alive.
Hidden missiles are coming out though. Managed to get the air throw off the command dash.
I just don't know how he does it. Finds the air throw, is able to secure this. This is really, really good damage. Zero goes down, 2 mix-ups to go.
Has to only go 2 reps. Unfortunately, does not get the full corner carry because it was a back throw instead of a forward throw. And just short of 2 bars to make this comeback. So it may take 3 hits to actually close out this set with a comeback.
Good way to get away. Not blocking those photons is a big win for sure. It's going to kill all of that sword time, especially with the plasma actually connecting.
Love that slow, calculated movement at the top of the screen. RayRay doesn't do it better when it comes to stalling on spiral swords. With hidden missiles on the other side as well is just insane.
Nice defense somehow, weathering the storm. If anything, it's just building in some bars so it can be a little less stressful when he does find the hit. But he's running out of time, running out of life. On multiple occasions, he's on a timer here.
Spiral Sword's coming down, gets a hit, but unfortunately is within chip range at this point. A Judgment Cut may do the job. Gets an S on the cross-up, but unfortunately missiles are coming down. He has to find a way to avoid. Goes up above the Judgment Cut, backs away. No round trip on deck.
7 seconds left on the clock. Helmbreaker. Just make him block anything here. Time is a factor, but it's not going to matter in the end. Woo, Romora.